Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen? Let's go take a look.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a warrior's medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Hey, Kachina, what's going on here? Traveler, Paimon! Long time no see! So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way. Ah, you're that cuckoo thesaurus from the vet clinic. Huh? What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned is actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it. Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Sacred Flame? Like the one burning in the stadium? When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in Natlan for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real, Uncle Pakal?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natlan knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them. Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Great. In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going to get that with so many people gathered around. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
What up, my dudes? Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength. The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
We're...
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Aww, you're making Paimon blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you. Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken. Seriously! Seriously!
True that. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's, so rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom. My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition though, you know? Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first. Heck yeah, I do. Oh, looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This too is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Whoa, all 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries. Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower Trials.
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Mualani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
You mean these Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella. Huh.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify ocean zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon. Whoa! They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, You gonna sign up?
Of course!
In that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no time. Oh, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep? You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us translate? Oh, long gone. Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then. Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured. What makes you ask? I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natlan for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts. So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natlan we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it. Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
やっと来てくれた。旅人、パイモン。実は。待って待って。私が一番乗りなんだから。どうしたんだよ、みんな揃って。実は。映画の演舞がもうすぐ始まるでしょ。入りたい部族とか決まってる？ないなら流星の週に来てよ。おいらたちも参加していいのか？
非化聖夜の巡礼と違って映画の演舞はずっと開催されてない。だから俺たちは新しいルールを作ろうと思ってる。
族長も賛成してくれた。でも参加するかどうか、どの部族に入るかは君たち次第だ。
ナタを救った英雄であるお前を引き入れられれば部族の士気が上がるから、今はお前を仲間にすることが部族にとっての最優先事項なんだ。なる
ほど。赤トルの頑張ってくれってそういう意味だったのか。こうなるって分かってたんだな。そんなことより私はちゃんと誠意を持ってきたよ。ほらほら、温泉への豪華招待券、それにうちのお店からのプレゼント。温泉か。バカンスにぴったりだな。
かがり木の民に来てくれればバーベキューパーティーを開いてやる。食材は最高級の肉で食べ放題だ。
今すぐ加入すりゃ偉大なる清流クフルアハウの子分にしてやるぞ。
それはいらん。
キーニジこの野郎。
焼肉食べ放題。ずるり。
北条の国に入ってくれれば1年分のトレーニング指導と食事計画を提供する。もっと強くなれるぞ。
トレーニングはしたくないけど強くなれるのはいいな。
僕は取れたての野菜しか提供できないが、でも本当に美味しいぞ。
食べたいな。
飛行レッスンに興味はないか？それか 私が空に連れてってやろう。
オイラは自分で飛べるけど、こいつと一緒に飛べるって考えるとそれも悪くないかもな。私チビリュウビスケットを焼けるよ。それからグレインチップスも。それも食べたい。決められないぞ。報酬が魅力的なのもそうだけど、一つの部族にしたら他のやつに申し訳ないって感じがするし、お前に任せたぞ。どうせもう決まってるんだろ。それはさすがに無理だろ
いや、実はそれも悪くない考えだ。少なくとも模擬試合は問題なく行える。模擬試合は3対3だから、前半と後半で1回ずつ手伝ってもらえば公平だ。
なるほど、その手があったか。
本当か。じゃあさっき言ってた報酬は
少なくとも私はちゃんと誠意を示すよ。楽しいことが一番大事だもんね。
じゃあこれで決まりだな。前半の模擬試合ではかがり木の民、流戦の衆、児玉の子と一緒に他の3部族と戦ってもらう。
また肩を並べて一緒に戦えるんだね。私たちのチームならきっと無敵だよ。
そろそろだ。準備を終わらせて向かおう。
ここが拠点だな。ルールによれば相手の拠点を連続で3個奪ったらこっちの
偉大なる清流クフルアハウ様にかかれば何もかも消し済みだ。
作戦を邪魔したら大会が終わるまで閉じ込めてやるからな。
ケチンボが
このチームなら流れのままに戦えば大丈夫だよね。
ああ、気心の知れた俺たちならきっとうまく連携が取れるだろう。だがそれでも気は抜かない方がいい。この辺りには崖が多くて死角が多い。相手は高いところから襲ってくるかもしれない。
それじゃあ水路で行こう。見て、あの旗。北条の国の拠点だよね。水路でさっと近づいて一気に拠点を占領してから高い場所を目指しましょ
う。ああ、賛成だ。
ムアラニちゃんの判断を信じるよ。よっしゃー。私とザブザブサメ君の出番だね。私が先陣を切るからみんなついてきて。
やっぱり水路で来たな。流線の衆らしいぜ。
あれ、行動パターン読まれちゃった？
仕方ない。正面から突破しよう。
準備 OK だよ。さあ、思う存分戦おう。なかなかいい練習になった。今日はここまでにしよう。
勝てた。いい連携が取れるようになってきたね。
まだまだだ。次の場所へ向かおう。
待って、出発する前に私たちの旗をここに立てなくちゃ。勝利の証なんだから。
来たよ。
山の上が名園の主の拠点だ。
なんかトゲだらけの山だな。登ってほしくないみたいだぞ。
大丈夫、ぐるぐるコマちゃんに任せて。頑張ってカチーナちゃん。
じいちゃん、来てくれたんだな。あんまり遅くなってしまうと野菜たちも喉が渇いてしまう。
すぐ終わらせるから安心して。
いい稽古相手にまた一人来たか。
八神に報いるために獲物だ。
魂を我が輩に捧げよう。まったく
もうちょっと踏ん張ろう。もうダメだ。そろそろ帰るか。
名園の主の拠点も無事攻略完了。
見て、あそこの山に火翼の集いの旗があるよ。うわ、お待ちかねって感じだな。
ああ、向こうは高い場所にいるから機動力もある。俺たちの今の戦力じゃ強行突破は難しいだろ
う。もしかしてちょうどいいところに来た？
おわ、シロネも来てくれたのか。
はいはい、挨拶は戦いが終わってからにしよう。
助っ人が来たから二手に分かれられるな。
うちは正面から突破して相手を消耗させるよ。あんたたちは別ルートから上に行って本拠地に入って。
これならきっと勝てるね。
そっちはシロネンの持ち場だから別のルートから行こうぜ。来たよ。
この辺でいいか。鍵縄を使って登ろう。
ほう、防衛を突破されるとは。だがまだ始まったばかりだ。気をつけろ。
絶対に負けないよ。
ああ、一緒に戦おう。
よーし、お互い思う存分戦おう。やけどしないで歩いてあげる。
見せてみろ。明星灼熱先行。
かかったな。死での旅路。
弾はまだまだある。ここまでか。
勝ったの？よかった。
やっぱり私たちって最高のチームだね。
ああ、爽快な戦いだった。
山の中腹でククリュウ騎士と戦ってたらすぐ本拠地が落ちたって知らせが来たよ。やるじゃん。
そうだぞ。オイラたちだけだったらここまで来るのもやっとって感じだったぜ。
成果の結晶は誰か手に入れた？
いくつか拾ったけどグレインチップスくらいの大きさしかなかった。帰り道名園の主のスタッフに渡したよ。
ええ、確かに受け取ったわ。シトラリー、お前も映画の演舞に参加しに来たのか？試合で使われる儀式の道具は私が発明したんだから来ないわけにはいかないでしょ。私を見るなりスタッフが成果の結晶を渡してくれたの。数えてみたけどこのペースなら大会が終わるまでに十分な成果の結晶を集められそうよ。よかった。
順調っぽいし、夜はみんなで温泉に行かない？
いいんじゃん。働いた後の休憩時間は存分に楽しむっきゃないっしょ。
じゃあみんなで一緒に行こう。ぐるぐるコマちゃんに乗って案内してあげるよ。
ごめん、うちはまだ依頼がいくつか残ってるから一旦戻るわ。夜に流線の週で合流しよう。
私もお店があるしお菓子も買ってこないとだから。みんなまた夜にね。
俺はちょっと遅くなるかもしれない。みんな集まったら先に始めててくれ。
ひひ、おいら待ちきれないぞ。そっか。じゃあ私も帰るよ。また夜にね。
みんなもう集まってるから早く来て。ほら、 更衣室に案内してあげる。場所覚えてる？初めて来た時も私が案内したよね。あっという間に時間が経っちゃったね。あ、こんな話は後にしよっか。さあ行こう。パーティー開始。
愉快そうかい。これからはこの温泉に偉大なる清流の名を冠するとしよう。
疲れが一気に吹き飛んだぞ。毎日温泉に入れたらいいのにな。白根お姉さんは温泉に入らないの？
お湯の中にいるよりこの方が好きだから。
最後の一品は山と海と空だ。
お、いい匂いがするぞ。待ってくれ。温泉よりもご飯の方が大事だぞ。今行くぜ。
へへへ、くらえ。キーリチめ、俺の力を思い知ったか。
ちょっとアーハウ、水がこっちまで飛んできたんだけど。はあ、
おいしい。食べてみよ
う。カチーナちゃんどうしたの？チビリュービスケットを焼いたんだよ。一緒に食べようよ。
うん、今行くよ。
くっそ、キーリチめ、離せ。
後片付け手伝ってくれてありがと
う。気にするなって。オイラたちも楽しんだしな。
君たちがいてくれるといつもより賑やかになるよ。ほんとありがとね。そうだ、さっきご飯を食べた時カチーナちゃん何か思い悩んでたみたいだけど、変だな。いつもは悩み事があったら私に相談してくれるのに、いつもとは違う感じの悩みなのかな。ねえ、ちょっと聞いてみてくれない？
任せてくれ。今度こっそり聞いてみるぜ。力になれることなら全力で助けてやるぞ。
それなら安心だね。じゃあ私も帰るよ。また遊びに来てよね。